Hello and welcome to this week's live lunch. You can see we're all merched up. Do you like the sunnies? Look at us all, we're cool dudes. As you can see, Christina isn't here today. Unfortunately, she is on a retreat. We've got Ellie joining us, and then obviously Mark and Jane. Say hello, everyone.
Hi. Afternoon.
We can take the sunnies now off, guys, because we were just talking about this before we came on to live. We can't actually see our notes. So I can lift mine up in my head, so I'm going to still be merged. But yeah, we were. Does anyone want to explain the story behind the sunnies?
Can do.
Good idea, Mark, doesn't it?
Huh?
It's for you, Mark.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, obviously we had Jody on the other week, so we sort of teased it a little bit. But we were at the team conference on Friday, and it was a festival theme. So these were our giveaways for the day. So it was really good that we literally had hundreds of people wearing these glasses all day, like throughout the day. And then we had like a dinner in the evening, festival themed dinner. And in fact, there were still people wearing them at breakfast in the morning, which was obviously just the pièce de résistance, really. So they were very popular. Hopefully people all over the country are still wearing them. Christina's got them at the event that she's at as well. And we haven't posted it yet, but she's managed to get another celeb in the glasses. And we managed to get Nigel Owens, who's a massive sort of rugby ref, at the event on Friday, get him in them as well and get a photo and stuff. So yeah, it was really cool. So that's why we're there with green glasses.
And you can actually see our team conference post with Nigel on our social media. So go check it out. Yeah. Of us all wearing the sunnies. But they are quite cool, aren't they? I love the colour.
And branded as well. I don't know if you can see on my camera, they're branded up the top there.
Yeah, it's the right way, Jane.
Yeah, so obviously thanks to Jody, obviously, for sorting those out.
Yeah,
as well.
Big shout out to Jody.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, so the team conference, that was a big event, wasn't it? It was actually my first official networking event, which was really exciting. And I was running all the social media all day. So yeah, it was a very full packed day, wasn't it, guys?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, it was really good to be back in person again. I know we went to Rec Expo earlier in the year, but this is only my second thing back that was quite big. And yeah, it was great to see so many people there and meet people that I'd only seen online again, which is always really funny because you feel like you know them, but you don't really. So it was good.
Yeah, no, it really was. So anyway, how is everyone doing today?
Kim's just said, how was holiday, Ellie? And I was going to say, I was actually gutted I forgot to take my green umbrella sunnies with me. Because we were going to do the GU on tour, weren't we, on our holidays? But it'll have to wait till my next holiday now.
So you've let us down, Ellie.
We'll just take a photo, green screen photo, and we'll Photoshop you.
Back into Turkey.
Yeah.
Ellie did find a George, though, didn't you, on your holiday?
I did find a George. First day as well, I was like, a giraffe.
Not a real one.
My boyfriend was like, Ellie, honestly, just stop with talking about work. I was like, oh, we have to stop in the middle of the street and take a picture. Everyone was looking at us like, what is she doing?
Imagine if you had a green pair of sunnies, I would have climbed up and put them on him.
I would have attempted that, yeah.
Obviously, the real George did have some sunnies on at the event as well, just to get in with it as well.
And he posed for plenty of selfies, didn't he? He was definitely popular.
Yeah, because there was a selfie competition. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but it was a spa day for two. But George was in the picture, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he was in the winning picture. So
George should be going to the spa then. Really and truly.
That's very true. Yeah.
If he just disappears out the office, we know where he's gone.
Well, he did disappear at the conference as well. So.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, news for this week. Actually, it's a big day today, isn't it?
Dun, dun, dun.
It is. It is Social Media Day. Well, World Social Media Day. So it's all just like come together, really. Our live lunch all about social media news, and it's World Social Media Day. So what's not to love? Yeah, and definitely. Jane, did you say you've got some fun facts about social media?
I don't know if they're very fun, but so Social Media Day. So Social Media Day was actually started in 2010. I didn't realize it'd been going quite that long. So and it was started by Mashable. basically as a focus on the impact that social media was having on the world and the impact it's having on global communications. And there was just a few facts underneath the article that I was reading. So the very first social media platform was actually launched in 1997, and it was called 6 Degrees. Now, I've never heard of that one. Apparently, it had sort of bulletin boards, school affiliations, and you had your profile on there, and you could be friends with your family and friends on it. But yeah, have any of you guys heard of that one? I haven't. But
No.
Mark Zuckerberg stole some ideas there, didn't he?
yeah. Apparently, it closed in 2001. It had millions of users by then. So unless it was only in the States, I'm not sure. It didn't actually say where it was. And then after that, we had Friendster, which is another one I've never actually heard of, and that launched in 2002. Didn't carry on very long. LinkedIn launched in 2003, and then MySpace and Facebook were 2004, and obviously the rest is history from there. But yeah, I just thought it was quite interesting, really.
Do you guys remember Bebo as well? That was one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was
Bebo,
never on that
I
one.
didn't have a Bebo account. I was an MSN person.
I was MSN.
I was.
MySpace
I've been on
all the
Facebook
way.
for 12 years, but that's the only one I've been on.
Yeah, no. I didn't even realise they all came out so early. Like even LinkedIn, I would have even Facebook. When you've said 2004, I would have put 2006, 7.
I suppose perhaps it was just quite small then, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the fact that they had so many users at that point.
I think I made mine about 2009, 2010. So
Yeah,
it must have grown quite rapidly, really.
Yeah. I remember people talking about it where I worked before, and it's like, what's this Facebook thing people are talking about? And then I joined it, and yeah, that was probably 2007 or 2008 maybe. But yeah.
I think the first thing I saw was LinkedIn, I think, bizarrely. And I think it was Karen O'Mahony, who obviously we've had on like Live Lunch in the past. Just remember seeing it on her email footer, probably about 2005, probably. And thinking, what's this thing? So that was probably the first one I was actually on. But then, yeah, I do remember going on Facebook in 2007, I think, apart from MySpace, which we put back in the dim and distant past.
I was never on that one.
That actually could lead me on to my random fact of the day.
Yes, it could.
Yeah, go on, Ellie.
Did you know that there are over 3.5 billion active social media users, and every 6.4 seconds a new account has been created? So that's an average of, I don't even know. I'll have to get someone else to do the maths. I did try. I had a go, but
that's what we need to work out for next time. See how many accounts have been created during Live Lunch.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot of people, isn't it?
A lot, yeah.
There's very few people not on social media these days, isn't there?
What's your favourite social media app?
For me, it's Facebook. Still.
Let's start with Jane.
Yeah, Facebook for me still, because I'm old.
do you know what? It depends on the day for me. Sometimes it's Twitter, sometimes it's TikTok. They've all got different feels about them, haven't they?
Yeah,
Definitely.
That's what makes them unique.
I don't.
Mark? Oh, sorry, Ellie.
No, it's fine. Go on, Mark.
Go on, Mark.
I'd probably say Instagram.
Yeah.
One of my news things might change that.
Oh,
what's your newest thing?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'd say mine's Instagram too. We've actually had a comment from Kim saying, "What do you think about BeReal? I can't get into it." I do BeReals in the office. Well, me and Ellie have this week, and I'm always like, BeReal time. Mark, you were also in the background of mine this week.
I think you're in the background of mine as well, to be honest. You introduced me to BeReal, and I can't lie, Nicole. I deleted the app this morning.
For those of us who are dinosaurs, Nicole,
less than 24 hours.
Can you tell us what it is? Because actually, I'm not really that keen. I'm not really that sure what it is. I've heard you talking about it, but I'm like, I don't really know what that is.
So basically, it's a bit like, I'd say, Snapchat, where the posts last for 24 hours, but you just capture what you're doing in that moment, and you have 2 minutes to capture it. You can be late posting, but you can't view anyone else's posts until you've posted. And then it's like unfiltered, all natural. And then you can react just by sharing your face, like your reaction to someone's posts, and comment on people's posts. But it's quite interesting because I don't think you'd get that. I don't know. For me, it's like I wouldn't really necessarily see all that stuff on other apps, like what people are doing in that moment. And it's all kind of like Instagram. It's like fluffy. Like, do you know what I mean? And Facebook, it's more statuses. Do you know what I mean?
I like the idea of it,
Yeah.
but actually, I feel like it's good for like influencers, or like it'd be good for Christina to do it when she's like going on her retreats or when she's going to like a conference or a meeting. But I feel like for me, every day to post what I'm doing, all I do is sit at work and then sit at home. So mine's not, it's never going to be interesting. And it's also a bit of like, do I really want to be posting every single day what I'm doing? Do you know what I mean? Like it's just opening it up a bit more, which I feel like you've got privacy a little bit with Instagram and Snapchat, because you're choosing when to post. You're not having to post every day to be able to interact with other people. And like Kim said, it's minimal interaction. You literally cannot interact with someone until you've posted your thing as well. So for me, it's a bit, I get it, but for people that are interesting, not for me.
Yeah. No, that's some good points made. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely not taken off yet, because I have about 5 friends on there, and
you're my only friend.
You
are my only friend on it. I did try and add Kim, but obviously she deleted the app as well. So
yeah, I think Kim lasted about a couple of days on it and gave up as well. But yeah, maybe not for everyone. So we'll see if it lasts. Give it another couple of years, and if it's really not being shouted about, then
I think if they released it in lockdown, they'd have had so much more success with it.
Yeah.
But they've just released it when people are getting back to normal life and maybe not concentrating on, oh, look at this. Because remember Clubhouse? Was it Clubhouse?
I absolutely was. Oh, yeah, Clubhouse. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking of House Party for some reason.
Oh, no, I meant House Party. So you're on
that. I think you were not. I was like, yeah, House Party was such a lockdown app.
This is what I mean. House Party was a lockdown app. And I feel like BeReal would have been a lockdown app because it was pushing people, to post, to actually go on their walks, and but I think now it's a bit, we'll see.
Yeah, I remember House Party, like everyone was on it and then everyone just started fizzling off because everyone was getting hacked on there. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And it was just like, by the end, everyone was like FaceTime or Skype or Teams or Zoom, like
or
everyone
Zoom.
went off House Party. But House Party was really good. The games,
the little card games. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so there we go. Bunch of social media apps. Let us know yours. What's your favourite? And then we'll move on to some news. So who wants to go first?
I've got a couple of things. Funnily enough, there's not actually that much news around at the minute. Maybe it's because it's the summer. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it was a bit of a struggle to find some. So Facebook groups, apparently they're having a complete revamp, and they're going to look a bit more like Discord. Now, I've never used Discord. My kids use Discord all the time. I've never used it, but the feedback I'm seeing in some of the groups I'm in is that this is a really good change, and that actually will streamline the groups a lot more and make it a lot easier to find stuff. So apparently it's going to have a left-aligned sidebar, channel lists, and it's even having some purple colouring apparently that matches Discord. So I don't know. Maybe this is a good thing. Like I said, I've never used Discord, so I don't know. But it'd be interesting to see when that rolls out.
Yeah,
so, my kids are on it constantly. So
so maybe it's that generation going into Discord. Yeah. And we'll all jump on it at some point. Who knows?
My brothers use it, and they're sort of our age, Nicole.
Okay.
I think it's mainly used for gamers, stuff like that. Yeah, it's more like the gamer community sort of way to go, rather than an everyone sort of place to be.
That's probably why I'm not on there then. I'm not a gamer.
Yeah, probably me too. Any gamers, get yourself on Discord.
I'm probably sure they're already on there, actually, aren't they?
Yeah, probably.
So some other news I've got is Instagram have released their API to allow third-party apps to schedule to them. So that is actually really good for us. So coming soon, you will be able to schedule your reels from things like, we use ContentCal, but there's obviously Hootsuite. There's hundreds of them. So that is actually really handy, because you might not have your reel ready at the exact time you want to post it. So the fact that you can, set it and forget it, so to speak, that should be really good. And there'll be access to insights and things like that through those tools too. So that's going to be a really handy one.
Is that going to affect how it performs in the algorithm though? Because if you use outside tools on sort of Facebook and stuff like that, it can affect how it performs.
Yeah, I mean, it might do. I mean, like I said, Facebook have never admitted that you get lower reach from sending through a third-party app. But yeah, we've tested it sometimes and it does. We've tested it other times and it doesn't seem to. I don't think anybody really knows the answer as to whether it does or it doesn't. But I guess if you're going to schedule your things that way, then you just need to test it out really and see what works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea to schedule reels. Because as you said, it's like you make them and then you just have to kind of post them or leave them in your drafts, which you can forget about. But if they're in a schedule, then yeah.
Yeah, and certainly as a business, you know, if you want to do that, you can sort them all out first thing in the morning or first thing on a Monday for the whole week or whatever you want to do. And not quite so in the moment, are they, if you schedule them for a week? But either way, it's just useful to have the option, isn't it? So.
Definitely. Well, I've got a story about Snapchat. I'm interested to hear your opinions. Ellie, you use Snapchat a lot, I think, but Snapchat is not so. What's the phrase?
That's just because you don't answer my messages, but we'll go on.
Snapchat is one of those ones where I have it, but I'm not on it really. I have about 5 friends on there as well. Like one time Kim pulled out, you can do the map thing. Kim has like friends all over the world. I had about 5 in London. That was about it. It was just like barely anyone. But yeah, Snapchat is launching Snapchat Plus, which is like a subscription monthly. You pay $3.99 per month. And the features are you get access to exclusive icons, a new profile badge, new data insights, and you can pin a user as your best friend on your profile.
So everyone else can see it.
Yeah, so everyone else can see your bestie on your profile. But
do you remember when they had that feature?
Oh, they've had it for free before.
Yeah, this is what I mean. What? I've seemed very judgmental today. I'm not normally like this, but no, I'm not a fan of this news today.
No. Because my question was, would you sign up for this? Like, who will actually use this and pay $3.99 per month for what kind of you have already, but you're just getting a few added extras? Like, it just seems a bit, I don't know.
No, they took those features away. Well, they took one of those features away, the best friend thing, years and years ago, and basically said it wasn't going to be coming back. And now it's like, oh, you can have it, but you can pay for it, and you can choose who's on it. So it's a bit...
sort of defeats the object, really.
Yeah, it does completely, doesn't it?
Yeah. Do any other platforms have subscriptions? Or is Snapchat going to be one of the first? Oh, well, I guess LinkedIn have the premium.
Yeah.
But...
Twitter have got I've forgotten what it's called now, but Twitter have a page thing where you can see different content from people. So
TikTok, some creator, what's it called? Where you can pay to be in someone's... Oh, no, it's YouTube, sorry, not TikTok.
YouTube
you can pay
Plus
to... or it's like you get like an extra... You get... I don't know how to describe it. You get told before everybody else when someone releases a video. So if you're subscribed,
so you can be like the first to interact.
Yeah.
I don't think I would.
Not
I can
for
see
me,
the benefits
really.
to some of them, but like LinkedIn. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Well, to be fair,
That's
I don't really
a bit like... It's a bit like gamey, really, isn't it? Because that's what you'd pay for on say about an Xbox. You'd pay for extra, I don't know, characters in a game or something like that. It seems a bit like they're turning it into a bit of a...
Snapchat just doesn't seem like, I don't know, but just doesn't seem big enough to be able to... Like, I cannot see this lasting long.
No.
I can't really see many people signing up to this, but yeah.
But the other thing, it said that it doesn't remove adverts. So some people were saying, well, if it removed adverts, then fair enough, you might pay for it then. But it doesn't.
Yeah.
So that's to me, removing adverts would be a handy thing. But then again, they want the advertising revenue, don't they? So.
Yeah. So that's a Snapchat story for you. Anything else, guys?
I've got another one about TikTok, actually. So they're running a test, and I really hope that... I don't use TikTok a lot, but one thing that irritates me is that you have text and things on your screen. So they're testing a clear mode, which basically removes everything. So there'll be no usernames, no captions, no audio info, any of that stuff. You can just watch the video, which I think would be fantastic, because so many times there's bits of it covered up with all the stuff around the edges, isn't there? So yeah, I hope that rolls out. I think it's a good one.
Yeah. Because you have like 4 or 5 icons down the side, and then you have about a bar that big going across the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can
so
remove it on live videos because you can swipe left to remove it on live videos, but you can't actually do it on people's actual when they've uploaded a video. So that's really good. I like that.
Definitely.
Yeah,
me
I
too.
wonder if Instagram will follow with their reels.
Probably.
Because
They usually do.
Captions. Well, not the captions and the icons down the side. Sometimes you just want to watch the full video. Actually, did Mark say something about Instagram being a...
Yeah, so I mean, I think we briefly mentioned this before, or maybe we spoke about it in the office, I can't remember, but Instagram's testing a full screen feed so that it looks really like TikTok. So I've actually seen some screen grabs. Apparently it was Mark Zuckerberg that announced it in an Instagram story. So instead of having sort of black bars at the top and bottom where you've got your icons and stories and things, the whole screen is just covered up by the video. So obviously they're looking to promote video within the feed. But then he did specifically say that he clarified it apparently to say that this is not going to turn Instagram into videos only, and it is photos is still part, an important part of it, which apparently then goes against something that the actual head of Instagram has been saying for about the last year, saying that videos and messaging are the thing that they're aiming for with Instagram. So that was the thing that made me, sort of. I mean, obviously, I watch videos on Instagram, but also I follow a lot of sort of photographers, sort of art and design type things, which is more still images. So for me, that's part of the reason I go onto Instagram, is to look at that kind of stuff, as well as my own sort of sport rugby type things and other stuff that I look at. So, I mean, they have said that they're looking at a way of actually making photos work in the feed like that, but obviously not every photo is taken portrait. So obviously a lot of landscape photos as well. Square photos have obviously been the norm for Instagram as well. So it was just interesting to see how that sort of works, because they haven't put any screen grabs out of photos. It's just all been videos that they've put out so far. I mean, it looks quite cool, but a bit interesting to see what happens.
I'm with you, Mark. I love looking at people's photos, like the little carousels, and just seeing what people are up to.
I mean, it hasn't said it's going to change the actual grid or anything like that, but it's more about the feed itself. But even so,
I feel like I get loads of videos anyway on my feed. Like you just scroll and then it's just, I don't know. And then when you click on a reel, then I sometimes forget to go back to the feed
already.
Scrolling on reels for ages. But I feel like there's enough video content in there and it's mixed well with the photos. So
they don't need to make it all about new. I feel like the reason people use Instagram is because it is still pictures. It's not sort of like, I feel like people's personal Facebooks and stuff like that. It's a bit more maybe awkward for our generation to upload a picture on Facebook. So Instagram's our place to. It's like a little scrapbook, really, and it takes that will take it away from what sort of.
I suppose everyone's different, but and things change over time. But that's, to me, what Instagram's always been about, is about good sort of photo content, really, as well as your own personal stuff, but looking at quality sort of images and stuff as well. So
it's like they're really trying to turn into TikTok, aren't they? Like just stick to what it works. And I feel like everyone would prefer to see the photos and videos.
A mix of stuff. If like Ellie said, and you've said, there's a good mix of stuff. So don't certainly don't penalise
or push it in a way that sort of it's not really meant to go, is it? If we wanted another TikTok, everyone would have sort of been asking for it. I've not seen anyone sort of asking for more video on Insta. If anything, I've seen people saying on Instagram Reels, all you see is sort of TikTok videos.
It's all just transferred over, isn't it, really?
And maybe that's the thing they are trying to stop, is that so people will be creating the content in Instagram, and I don't know whether it's possible to share it into TikTok that way, like it is the other way. But obviously, perhaps they're trying to do that. They don't essentially want to be advertising TikTok when someone looks at a reel.
Well,
that's true.
I suppose.
I got a key to work out for me that I can't do maths.
You said he was good at maths.
He's really good at maths. I just said to him, "You need to work this out for me," and he said in half an hour, so in this episode of Live Lunch, 281 new accounts have been made on social media.
Wow.
He said, but it sounds better if you say 562 in an hour, so I am going to say that so that I don't get told off for not saying that.
Yeah, that is a lot. In the hour and then in 20 minutes.
When you consider how many people are already on there.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? So
But then I suppose people are, like, kids are getting older, so then before they get an account. And
people I know people make we met someone, didn't we, that she said she's got 3 TikTok accounts.
Yeah, that's true. I've got 3 Instagram accounts, to be fair. So yeah, but only 1 Facebook.
I think I've got 3. To be honest.
Why 3? Like, what are they for? Or are they like different things? Sorry, Ellie.
Sorry, yeah. One's my personal, one's my previous work, and then one is I let Geo scroll through reels on it.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's sort of like his algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one that's like housey stuff, one that's my personal stuff, and one that's like clothes and shoes type stuff. So, but that's the thing, is they're totally separate things. So I wouldn't want.
What about the dog?
The same people. Sorry, 4. I had one for the dog.
Really
I don't use the dog one anymore.
I know. Yeah. There's quite a few people that have like dogs and they have their own account. It's quite funny, really.
Also quite weird.
Like,
but anyway.
No. Sorry, can I just go now?
I've grown up since then.
I would
now you'll have a gardening account, won't you?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There's plenty of flowers and plants in my house account.
So, any more news?
I haven't actually got any more.
No, that was all mine, really.
I've just got a little one about Facebook, which could be interesting for Live Lunch, to be honest. So Facebook adds a new option to assign a community manager to moderate live broadcasts.
Oh, okay. That might be bad.
I know
for us. Being moderated.
Especially with Christina.
Yeah. But then they can take people, you can remove people from your live. I think that's something. And you can sort of filter comments. So there were 2 things that I picked up on that you can do. Instagram already do it. And I can't remember, there was another, it was a gaming thing that use it. So they've got one as well that you can moderate. But yeah, so that's a little one. But I'm all out of news. As you said, Jane, there's just not much going on this week. But yeah.
That is true.
So, I feel like we're going to round up, aren't we, guys? Yeah, like we've pretty much covered everything. But unless anyone's got anything else to share.
Nope.
No?
Not at the minute. No.
So I think it's time to put on the sunnies and say peace out to
everyone
watching Live Lunch this week. Look at that.
Really.
Sorry, not Jane. Ellie's on. Go on, Ellie. There we go. Yeah, embrace it. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in this week's Live Lunch. You can catch us next week from 12 on Christina's LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So we'll see you then. Have a great week, everyone. Wave us off. Wave, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.